Welcome to the study. This is Professor Hemlock here. Today, I am going to go over our keys to performance and a sneak peek for future content. We are Venthyr. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, I'm looking forward to playtesting Venthyr and seeing how it feels now with the clear casting proc buff, and I'm excited to make some content on it and see how it plays. So, anyways, on to our keys to performance this week. It is Tyrannical, Raging, Explosive, and of course our seasonal affix of Prideful. So on Tyrannical week, bosses are going to have a whole bunch more health. So of course, this is going to be great for our single target focused buddies. If you're looking to pair up with teammates and you're doing your own key, look for some strong single target options. In addition to that, now there is going to be the affix of Raging. So Raging is really great when paired with Tyrannical because Raging is all non-boss enemies. So Raging here is essentially going to mean all the trash packs are going to start dealing a lot of damage when they're low on HP. So if you have that Execute Legendary packed away and you're looking to whip it back out, of course, if you're not Curian, time to whip out that Execute Legendary. It's got some viability. It's really going to be powerful this week in making sure your tank does not take excessive damage to mobs at low health percentages. Really, anything with an Execute effect is going to be very strong in pairing with us this week. So make sure you are getting mobs low, finishing them off, and moving on to higher health targets. It is very important to not let mobs live too long at those low health percentages. Otherwise, your tank will possibly get clapped. Of course, Explosive, this is the one where you're going to get randomly spawned little explosives, I guess, little orbs that are going to pop up based on where the mobs are and where they are pulled from. And the more mobs that are pulled, the more explosives that are going to occur. So honestly, this is a week where single target is strong, melee is strong. Find yourself a warrior. Find yourself a good old Venthyr warrior who's going to condemn everything and get rid of those explosives. That is going to be a great teammate to have this week. And for us as arcane mages, here's kind of what we're going to have to do when we're helping with explosives. We are one of the weaker specs at helping with explosives, as we only have 2 abilities that are instant cast that are viable to use to kill them. That is, of course, Arcane Barrage and Fire Blast. And now we do not want to be using Arcane Barrage to kill explosives. So use Fire Blast as best you can. It is going to be your best option to clear those explosives out. You cannot make a macro to destroy them. You must target them. So things like tab targeting are really effective. Of course, clicking is really effective. But the big thing is you want to use Fire Blast to destroy them as quickly as possible. Have Fire Blast keybound. Be ready to use it. Be aware of that cooldown on Fire Blast. It does have an 11-second cooldown. Due to that cooldown, you're only going to be able to kill one ever so often without having to barrage it. Use barrage as an absolute last resort. Of course, you could, in theory, use arcane missiles, but that is a chunky mana cost that is associated with it, and it's only one channel that will kill it, so I would not use arcane missiles unless you're just infinite mana, you're chilling, you're not even needing to worry, okay? So that is going to be how you're going to want to deal with explosive. Basically, find a teammate. So of course, Prideful is going to be timed around bosses this week, so make sure you are having all of your cooldowns available for boss fights, so you're able to funnel some of that single targeted damage and deal as much as possible. So kind of to summarize this week, we are looking at a single target heavy teammate focus. We are looking at a melee focus help. get yourself a warrior. Hopefully, get yourself a warrior. It's going to be amazing. Not only are condemns going to be able to really deal with the raging effect, but they're also going to be very effective at dealing with explosives. Of course, hunters are also great at this. Hunters have an execute as well, and hunters are great at targeting explosives. Hunters, warriors, they're going to be your best buddies this week, as well as those two specs also have pretty strong single target DPS, so kind of pairs out nicely. Anyways, that will be it for this week's Keys to Performance. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and we will see you later with some Venthyr action. Everyone have a great day.